healing is not a destination. You are on a journey, and that is your life. There is not some endpoint that we are getting to that will be the moment that is our life.
Hi, welcome to Simply Intentional. My name is Katie. I'm on a journey to live my most fulfilling life and hopefully inspire others to do the same. Come along as I figure out my 30s one day at a time, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my adventures.
Well, hello my loves, welcome back. I've been on a brief few-week hiatus. I was hanging out with some friends and then I wasn't feeling very good, so we are back in business. It is the beginning of June. The sun is shining and reflecting in my glasses. I apologize about that. I don't really know what to do, so we are well on our way into summer, and I have been thinking about my journey here, and I've been thinking about my life and how things are going, and just kind of like coming out of a spring reset and building on the topics that we've been talking about. And today what I want to talk to you about is this idea of healing. I know it's like such a buzzword right now, but I think it's a really important concept that we do kind of need to delve into, and something that I think is valuable for everyone. If you can take sort of the buzzwordy, that girl on TikTok drinking the green juices and whatnot out of it, and actually get into the meat of what this means, and as always, how you can intentionally build it into your life and what it's going to mean for you. First off, I do want to acknowledge that I've got some big hair today. I have been experimenting with curlers and rollers, just trying to live my 70s dream, as we can tell by the artistic endeavors I have taken in my home. Just wait till my beaded curtains arrive for my kitchen. I cannot wait. But let's get into the meat of what healing means and how you can build it into your life. For me, what healing really means is just sort of letting go of your expectations and letting go of the way you thought things were gonna be, and letting go of these pressures that you've put on yourself of where you ought to be, what you ought to be doing, and really just embracing who you are now and loving all the ugly bits of it, whatever that might be, right? If you're here with me on this journey and you're watching my content, or you're watching other content like this, we're all kind of coming from the same place of desire, of wanting to live fulfilling lives, wanting to lead meaningful lives, and really understanding who we are and what we want. And healing your relationship to yourself and healing your relationship to your expectations, and walking down that path of the person that you know in your heart you want to be, and the kind of person that you want to show up for other people. And really the first step of this is going to be finding peace with who you are now, and finding peace with the fact that you're actually not a self-improvement project, and you are intrinsically the person that you need to be. And we can always focus on growth and all of those things, but it's letting go of guilt. It's letting go of judgment of yourself, and just learning to forgive yourself. For me personally, lately, I've been kind of feeling like I'm a little bit floundering, like I'm sort of losing the threads of where I wanted to be and what I wanted to be doing. And I've been really struggling with that. I've been kind of just mentally in not a great place, and I really needed to be able to refocus on myself. And that's forgiveness. That's learning to understand that we're human. We are going to have dark moments. We're going to have moments where we're pissed off and angry and hurt and all of those things. And the thing is those are not failings. That is not you forgetting who you are. That's not you not being intentional, and that's not you healing your relationship to yourself. That's actually just a part of you. That's part of human nature. And when you can understand that, when you can forgive yourself, forgive others for their foibles, for their weak moments, then you're really going to be working towards understanding that we are fulsome creatures having a human experience. And that's a part of it. It isn't perfection. Perfection is going to, first of all, not really exist. You're never going to be a perfect person. And what that idea of fulfillment and happiness is going to look different for every single person. And we need to get out of this trap of comparison. I mean, you might look at my content and you might see someone who has everything together, who is living this perfect life. I talk about all this stuff, so I'm clearly like enlightened and healed and whatever sort of wonderful buzzwords we want to use for that. But the reality is I'm a person and I have bad days, and, you know, recognizing for myself that sometimes it is journaling and meditating and making smoothies, and other times it's raging at the world, and sometimes it's drinking way too much tequila at my best friend's kitchen and coming home covered in bruises from a long weekend. Balance. If you understand that all parts of you, the dark parts, the good parts, the ugly parts, the parts that get up and work out at 5 a.m. and do all the things that you want to do, and the parts of you that lay on the couch and watch Selling Sunset and eat French fries, that is a complete experience. That is actually the way you should be living your life. You need to recognize the parts of you that you don't love and understand that those are the most important parts. And when you feel like you are walking down the incorrect path, when you are recognizing behaviors that you don't care for, but you keep engaging in, then that is the meat of healing. Building on this, like if there's a behavior that you're engaging in, whatever it might be, if you find yourself getting really irate with people, if you find yourself getting really frustrated with yourself, with things not progressing the way that you would like them to, then there's something underlying that you're going to have to address, because most of the time it isn't the situation you're in. There's something internally that you need to work on, and that's something that I definitely need to work on. I try and work on recognizing the best intent in people. For me, a lot of the times I will, especially like electronic communications, like at work, for example, like I will always in tune like the worst tone, like that someone is upset or unhappy with what I've been doing or anything like that. And the reality is that you need to work through this with yourself, because if you're interpreting everybody's actions as the worst possible intention, that's something you need to address. And that's something that I'm currently working on, because I would like to be the kind of person that gives grace to others and recognizes that they are working with their best intentions, because I know that I am working with my best intentions most of the time. Sometimes, you know, we're healing, not healed, as they say, and sometimes it's not healed me that reacts to things. So if you're on the receiving end of that, I do apologize. It's a work in progress. But these are the parts where you need to get into it and really do that reflection. Reflect on what your core values are. Understand that we are all doing our best. And we are here in this community with others online and other communities trying to create a good life. And have the grace for yourself to recognize that you're on the right path. And healing is not a destination. And that's really where I want to end this off, is that idea that healing is not a destination. You are on a journey, and that is your life. There is not some end point that we are getting to that will be the moment that is our life. We are not going to say to ourselves, I will be happy next week. When I have this thing, I will be happy. When I am able to model this behavior every single day, I will be happy. No. Healing is understanding that we can be happy now. Healing is understanding that intrinsically this path, living intentionally, recognizing your own intrinsic value, understanding the best intentions of other people, that's life. Showing up every day with integrity and learning to be a compassionate and intuitive person is the journey. That's your life. And I want so much for all of us to be able to experience that fully, to embody this idea that right now is your life. Me sitting here in a beautiful sunny room on my day off, filming this video, talking about things that I'm passionate about, this is a perfect moment. And I am ecstatically happy, and I know that I'm gonna have to get up and I'm gonna have to go clean my kitchen and I'm gonna go do my yoga, but then I'm also gonna have a lovely night with my family and we're making homemade pizzas and watching bad action movies. And that's my life. And I'm gonna go and work on all of the things that I wanna work on, and those experiences are the journey. All right, my lovely humans, I hope that this had some value for you. It was a little bit rambly. This is an idea that I've been working on just because, like, as I said in the last few weeks, this is something that I've been struggling with. feeling a little bit like I've lost the threads of the path and that I'm sort of floundering a bit personally in my own values and what that looks like. And I wanted to talk about that honestly with you, and I want to be open about that because my life is not perfect. It certainly is not, but my God is beautiful. So if you liked this, please like the video. If you want to see more of my content, please subscribe. I've seen a lot of growth, so there's a lot of new faces here. Leave a comment below what you like about my content, what you want to see more of. One person said I should do a cooking show. I don't know if that was a joke. Do you guys want to watch me cook? There's some vlogs that are fairly chaotic from last year where I did do some cooking. And I'm playing around with the idea of doing vlogs again. I kind of like this structure more. It's a little bit more artistic, if you will. Vlogs are pretty straightforward, but I do love them. So if you want to see some more hiking adventures with me, then let me know. As always, I'm so happy that you're here. And check me out on Instagram, check me out on TikTok at Simply Intentional Katie on all the platforms, and I will catch you guys in the next one.